Tell me if this sounds familiar. You watch a motivational video and you then decide that you're going to go to the gym. So you go and you get a gym membership. Then you go the first day, and that's good. And then you go second, and you go the third and the fourth and the fifth. Then you stop. You say the next day, oh, I've done 5 days in a row. That's pretty good. I should take a break. Then you go on the 7th day. And then on the 8th day, you say, oh, I'm tired today. It's not good to work out when I'm tired. So you don't go the 8th day. And slowly you start to go less and less and less and less and less. Tell me if that sounds familiar to you. I bet it does. It certainly sounds familiar to me, I can tell you that. And the reason why this happens is because we are relying on something that the entire self-help industry tells us is great to use, but in reality is a waste of time. It's self-discipline.
Welcome to the Spirit Renewed YouTube channel, where I help you renew your spirit for success.
Now, don't get me wrong. There is a place for motivation. There is a place for self-discipline. And there is a time for, engineering your environment to make sure that hard things like playing video games, for example, are made difficult by just getting rid of them. That's called environment engineering. There's a place for all three of those things. But relying on self-discipline or motivation completely is a waste of time. Because emotions like motivation are, they're fleeting. They change all the time. And sorry that I don't have my hairstyle today. Self-discipline is limited, right? You start going to the gym, you do it for a week, and then you start to drop off. Or a month, or whatever it is, right? There's some things in life that you don't need motivation or discipline or environment engineering to do. For example, I love going out on these walks. I don't need motivation to do it or discipline, and I don't need to change my environment to do it. I just love doing it. That's the key. The key is to find something that you love doing. Now, not all the time you're going to love it, okay? You're never going to find something that you love all the time, right? And in reality, although I relied on discipline heavily in the past to go to the gym, I'm going to start going again because I miss it. And I have my reason, which is to keep my body healthy. Then it should be all good. I shouldn't have to rely on fleeing things like motivation or discipline. Okay? That's just a revolutionary thing that I learned by watching a video yesterday about it. And the other thing I was going to talk to you guys about is why you should actually stop watching YouTube. Okay? And this doesn't really sound something you'd expect me to say, is it? Because, well, I'm a YouTuber, aren't I? But the principle is that the majority of the time when you're on YouTube, you don't actually find revolutionary information. I mean, can you count on your hand the amount of revolutionary things that you have heard off YouTube? I think I probably could, to be honest. Or maybe on two hands, but it's not a lot. There are not a lot of videos that have been revolutionary to me. The majority of them, I haven't needed to take notes on. And I've forgotten that I watched, to be honest. You should stop watching so much YouTube. Stop doing it. Because the majority of the time is just being wasted. Same when it comes to every other social media. I mean, fair enough. If you're doing business work, then that's fair enough. But you should limit the stuff you're doing to just your business. So, like, there's apps and Chrome extensions that you can get to cut off, like the Facebook home feed, and the same for other apps as well. I'm going to get one of those for my social medias. And what this should do is this should help us to rewire our brains from instant gratification. It's not something we're going to completely rewire from because we're designed like that. But it's ultimately an addiction cycle, and it's something that we need to stop if we want to achieve our full potential. So stop using YouTube and stop using so much self-discipline. Another thing that I think is revolutionary is that to build a habit, the best way to do it is to have a really, really strong belief in it and a really strong reason why. Andrew Kirby released a video about that, and it wasn't revolutionary to me. Do you want to know why? Because I didn't properly understand it. Finding any reason is not good enough. You need to have a really strong reason, right? Like if you've been convicted that you're not in good physical shape or you're not healthy, and that is really bothering to you, that will motivate you properly to go and start exercising, right? But of course, doing research as well to see the benefits, to see the damages of not exercising is also a really good thing to do as well. But think about it like this. If you're a father, let's say, and you have a smoking addiction, and it's come to the point where you're starting to smoke in the house, and it's taken away time from your kids, that's going to be a really, really strong motivation, right? But if you're just doing it because someone tells you to do it, then you're living someone else's life, right? Don't live for other people, guys. You've got to think for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, drop a like and consider subscribing for more wisdom and personal development tips. God bless you guys. Goodbye.